If I kissed you where it's sore, if I kissed you where it's sore, would you feel better, better, better? Would you feel anything at all? Would you feel better, better, better? Would you feel anything at all? If I kissed you where it's sore, if I kissed you where it's sore, would you feel better, better, better? Would you feel anything at all? Would you feel better, better, better? Would you feel anything at all?
So it starts out with a simple message on Facebook. Just got back into town from going to Nashville to see Billy Joel and Elton John in concert. One simple message on Facebook to 3,000 friends that I did not know at all. I get the text the next day. I see, "Oh, you're the reason why I did not get a ticket." I laughed and checked it out, and the person never spoke to before, lived in Nashville or outside of Nashville, and that was it. I commented back, and he commented back. In a matter of a day, we started talking every day. Our first weekend where we were both off, sitting home, we sat and talked for 12 hours. We became friends. We became best friends. In such a short time, we sat there talking on MSN, on Facebook. He was 19 years old. I was like, "Why are you talking to me so much? I'm so much older." He said, "Because I enjoy it." Is there a crime in enjoying it? He told me about how he was going to be a doctor. Told me how he was like modeling. He had just became a nurse's aide, and he had all of these things in his future. We laughed, we talked, we did everything possible that we could do for two people that were 1,000 miles apart. We had fun, we laughed. He told me about how his parents and family were, and yeah, he was gay. He said he was bi, and then he came out and said he was gay. He had so many dreams out there. I actually got to speak to his best friend growing up, and we became friends. Not as close as me and Colby. Colby was his name. And I helped him through advice, and he just made me laugh. He just gave me laughter. It was a great friendship. And I still always would sit there and say, "Why am I talking to him? What do we have in common?" Minus the fact that we're both gay, minus the fact that we both knew how to laugh, and that was what it was all about, laughing. We could spend hours and hours talking. And he ended up giving up being a nurse's aide. He wanted to be a doctor, but he wanted to pursue modeling first. Modeling was his life. He had already done it a little, and he had the opportunity. So he wanted to go to New York City and model. And I stood by him. His parents did not want him to do it. And I told him, whatever you chose, do it. Have fun with your life. So he went to New York. He signed up with the Gap. He was to go to, and pardon me if I get the city wrong, Milan, Italy. He was scheduled to go there in, I believe, March of the following year. He found out, I believe, in October. And then his father passed away and at the end of October. And I was there for him, and I talked to him, and we talked a lot. He had a boyfriend in oh God, pardon me for this. I believe his boyfriend was in Switzerland. I did not like his boyfriend, but I still did not speak badly of the man. And between him, his boyfriend Aki, his friend Nate, we all started talking, we all started getting along, but I still had that special bond with Colby. He was truly a best friend, and he could put a smile on my face and I could put a smile on his face. He knew he could come to me whenever there was a problem, whenever he had a question, whenever he had a doubt. Then in December, only 8 months after we had got to know each other, it was right around the holiday, and he got on and he said he had cancer. At that time there, I had to wonder, maybe this is why we came into each other's lives. Because I had had cancer when I was 25. So I was his voice of confidence. I was his voice of what he could expect to have happen, what had happened to me. He was given a 50-50 chance to live. And through January, he was in high spirit. He would be down, but when he was down, that's when he'd get on and he'd talk to me. Then in February, it started to get worse. And I could hear it in his voice. I knew things weren't going well. And he was still looking for the encouragement, and I was trying to give the encouragement. But when I got offline, I knew what was happening, and I didn't like it at all. It was around the 15th of February was probably the last time I had spoke to him. In March, the first week in March, he passed away from cancer. It took him all of 2 months to go into the fight and die. I was contacted by his best friend Nate, and he told me what happened. And we were pretty much each other's bond to help each other through it. We talked a lot at that time. I'm sure he had other people, but he definitely was my bond to help me through it, because he was the closest thing to Colby. Ironically, a week later, not even a week, I got an email. I still hold that email in my hand here. I still have it on my computer. I hold a copy of it in my wallet. The email came a week after his funeral. Thereabouts. It was actually 2 years from today. The message read, "Hello, Jeff. If you are getting this message, it means I have died. I don't know if Nathan or Aki will tell you, so this is up to let you know. I want you to know you have been a good friend to me, and put in front of me. Thank you. Thank you for the support, for supporting me when no one else would. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me when no one else would listen. I have appreciated your friendship. And I hope that I have meant something to you. Go out and get the Asian guy, will you? You've put it off long enough. Thank you again for your friendship. Colby. As you can see, it still affects me. Editing this, I don't even know how I'm going to do it after just everything I've went through, because I've taken so much time to say everything I want to say, but there's so little to say. He made the comment about the Asian man because I went out one night and saw a cute Asian guy and came home and told him about it, and he says, well, why didn't you just get him? You need to go back there and get him. I was like, no, it wouldn't be right, because he probably wouldn't want me anyways. And his attitude was, how would you know if you didn't try? He'll always be remembered. 2 years has went by, and it still hurts. So, this is my dedication to him.
Woke up early this morning around 4 a.m. with the moon shining bright as headlights on the interstate. Put some covers over my head and trying to catch some sleep. The thoughts of us could keep me awake. Ever since you found yourself in someone else's arms, I've been trying my best to get along, but that's okay, there's nothing left to say about it. Take your records, take your freedom, take your memories, I don't need them. Take your space and take your reasons, what you think of me. Take your can't believe my surrender, cause we have nothing left to render. In fact, I feel a whole lot better. But you think of me, you think of me. When I'm trying to clear my head, I try to sweep out all the wounds of my emotions left. Guess I'm feeling just a little tired of this. To all baggage seems to still exist. Seems the only lesson I have left to my name is I know what we could have been, or what we should have been. So take your records, take your freedom. Take your memories, I don't need them. Take your carefully, my surrender. You have nothing left to weather. In fact, I feel a whole lot better. You'll think of